Hi, I'm Scott with Starkey Family, Gaming and Fun. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you turn your notifications on. That way you know when I put out a new video, you get notified and you get to watch it. Now, if you haven't guessed already, I just got my new PlayStation 5. So we are going to do an unboxing video. It's right in here. So let's go ahead and take it out right now. Big box for a big console, I guess. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Jeez. Let me set this down for a minute. Get rid of that box. Okay. So, let's see what I got here. Play like never before. Well, it is a new console. And look at that small memory. 825 gigabytes. That's brilliant. So that's the way it goes. This is a pretty big box, though. I will tell you that. Now, the PlayStation I decided to get does have the disk drive installed. Here it is. So let's get this video rolling and let's go ahead and unbox it. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. There's not really a good way to actually open this box up, so I'm just going to do it with it standing up. So I'm going to tilt this forward so you can see this. There is like a handle right here, so I'm guessing I'm just going to have to pull this up out of here. So far, this PlayStation box is pretty ridiculous. Okay. So, pull that out of the box. Okay, so there's not really any good way to open this because of the way that the box is designed. So we are just going to open it up from the top. Then, well, go from there. I'm going to try to get this laid down. So, I don't know if you can see this right here. Let me tilt this box forward. So, you got a handle. So, I guess we're just pulling another box out of this box. Oh, jeez. Okay, so down inside here we have basically just some junk. Okay, so let me take this box, put it off to the side because I do keep these. Okay. Here's the console. It is actually packaged in a crate, but it's kind of loose. I'll tell you something, honestly, the way that they packaged this PlayStation 5, it's like super cheap. So it's nothing like the way that the Microsoft packaged the Xbox, I'll tell you that. I mean, this would absorb some impact. I mean, everything's just loose in there, you know? So we'll get that out of the way. So let's go ahead and, I guess, unwrap it. And here again, it's just basically wrapped. Yeah, that's just, I tell you, it's really cheap. Okay, so here's the PlayStation. Get away from me, phone. Okay. So here's the front of it. Here's the disk drive. We got an HDMI, Type C, a couple lights. It's kind of bare. So let's see what's on this end here. Jeez, this thing's so tall. Okay, that looks like the heater vents right there on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Where this is black, it's hard to actually get anything to show up. Those are just some heater vents. And let's see here. On the back side, we got, let's see here, 2 USB ports, internet port, HDMI, power cord. Not too sure what that is. Probably doesn't make a difference on anything. But overall, this looks pretty darn generic. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Now keep in mind I'm 46 years old. So when I was younger, they had these things. They might even still sell them, I don't know. They were called trapper keepers that you'd carry to school. That's what this thing actually reminds me of, is one of those trapper keepers. Because they would do the job, but they looked really generic. And anybody out there, look them up on Google. So, yeah, anyways, I'm guessing this little base right here is just in case you want to stand it up, I guess. I don't know why you would even want to stand this thing up, because it's just so darn tall. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty well crap. This will not be getting stood up. That's all I need is for the for a cat to come by and knock it over, right? So I guess if we don't want to stand it up, it's just gonna lay flat, I guess, which it really doesn't even lay flat. I don't know. Maybe I have to stand it up. I don't know. I don't like the idea of putting a disc in the side of it here when standing up. I'm just not too fond of that at all. I don't know. It's the new PlayStation. It's pretty basic looking. I paid a lot of money for it. So, I don't know. I'm not really too happy with the way it looks. It's just, I thought it would have a little bit more style to it. And I don't know. It just looks pretty cheap to me. But that's the way it is. Well, let me go ahead and hook this thing up real quick, and we'll see what it looks like turned on. Okay, so this is what the PlayStation looks laying down. It's got like a little cradle that's supposed to form to the curvature underneath of it, and it's just like, seriously, it looks like this. I mean, okay, whatever. It's officially the stupidest looking console I think I have. Okay, so we've got the PlayStation hooked up now. Let me go ahead and turn it on for the first time, and well, let's just do a complete setup on it and see how long it takes, and then we'll try out some video games. How about that? So, where do we turn this thing on at? Okay. Nice. So I can see where this is going real quick. Apparently this does not want to work with my Elgato HD60S. So let me see if I can do something here. Okay, so you saw what happened with the flashing on and off with my Elgato HD60S. Apparently, you have to go in and disable the HDCP once again, just like on the PlayStation 4, so nobody will go in and copy anything. I know originally PlayStation did this on the PlayStation 3 because the Blu-rays originally came out and they're afraid that people are going to copy the discs because the PlayStation 3 did such a great job. And then they carried it over to the PlayStation 4, but they did give you the ability to turn it off. And now, once again, you still have to do that. Haven't they learned by now, if you're going to copy something, you're going to copy it. Jeez. Anyways. Now, you notice the camera's kind of moving around a little bit. So, basically what I actually had to do was, I've got my camera pointed at my television. So this is the way we're going to have to play this until we get into the settings and deactivate the HDCP. And then I can hook the Elgato back up and we can have a good picture. So for right now, let's just go ahead and go with it. And let's set this PlayStation up. Okay, so I've got my TV program for PlayStation. That's why it's coming up PlayStation. So let's go ahead and turn this PlayStation on and try it again. Come on, anytime now. Anytime now. Isn't this great? I'm really happy. Okay, so I went ahead and plugged my power cord in anyways because, well, I didn't know if the controller had any charge on it. English. I live in the United States. Okay, for this, I can't be showing everybody my password, so give me just a second here. Okay, so now we have the internet. Adjust display. The circles should fill the screen without showing black borders. Okay, I guess it's already starting to download stuff. If the circles are cut off or you see black borders, press up and down buttons to adjust the display area. Well, it actually looks pretty good, so I'm okay with that. If you have a game disc, insert it now and we'll install it while you continue your setup. We're going to go ahead and continue without a disc for right now, because I've got some games that we're actually going to try out on this and see if they work. So we'll get to that after we set everything up. Okay, control the amount of power consumption and features your PlayStation 5 can use while in rest mode. Well, if it's in rest mode, it is going to use low power. Okay, so this right here is blah blah. Oh, they're gonna make you read this, aren't they? Good. Okay, update the software, the system software, to use network features and get the most out of your PlayStation 5. Okay, let's go ahead and update and see how long that takes. Your system software will be updated. Your PlayStation 5 will restart and start to update. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, so we gotta access another smartphone app, eh? Okay. We'll do that later too. Or maybe not even at all. "20 seconds, come on." Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit here. Yeah, it's a little bit straighter anyways. Restarting your PlayStation 5. Don't unplug it. If you do unplug it right now, most likely you bricked your PlayStation. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You never unplug them while they're updating. That's a major no-no to any console. Come on. For any of those that are wondering, I do pay for 1 gigabyte speed service on my internet. So these loading times should be pretty good. If you have a slower internet, well, you got a slower internet, right? Come on, blah blah blah. Update, blah blah blah. You ever just wonder why they don't ship these consoles already with the new software. Okay, press the PS button on your controller. A new version of the wireless controller device software is available. This update will be quick and your console won't need to be restarted. Some features might not work properly if you don't update the latest controller device software. I'm not concerned about it. So let's just go with it. So we'll see what happens if I don't update it. How about that? Password time. So you guys don't need to know my info, so give me just a second here. Okay, there we go. Okay, adjust privacy settings by choosing a profile, social and open. Let's see what that means. Let's see here. It's easy for people to see what you're doing, your gaming history, broadcasts, games, trophies. I'm okay with that. Okay, you'll stay signed in to PlayStation Network on the PS5 unless you sign out from the settings. The following are recommended to make your account more secure. Set a passcode so that other people can't log in as you. Require a passcode for making purchases. I do not like this stuff. Protect your account with an extra layer of security. After you enter the password, we'll send you a verification code that you enter on your console. How do you want to receive a verification code? Text. That'll work. Just got a verification code. Give me just a second here. Okay, on this screen here, I can't show it because it's actually showing the codes, but it gives you a bunch of backup codes that you can actually use. So at this time, you just take your cell phone, take a picture of it, and then you have backup codes. And each code can only be used once. Okay. Choose media apps to watch video or listen to music while your games continue to download in the background. Okay, so I use, let's see here. I use all of them but Apple TV. And I'm not too fond of that. Even though I do like Apple products, the Apple TV, not for me. Transfer data from your PlayStation 4. Quickly finish configuring your PlayStation 5 by bringing over your users, games, and save data from your PlayStation 4. If you want to do this later, you can transfer just your games and save data from settings. Well, I actually have a hard drive that I can actually hook up to this that has everything on there. So that's what I'm going to actually do. So I will do this later. Okay, so we got some videos. Manage the games that you follow in settings. Well, it won't let me move, so okay. Okay. Blah blah. Let's explore. How do we explore here? Follow games. No. Games, media, PlayStation Store, explore. I'm guessing explore is your settings. Oh, nope, over here. Here we go, settings. Okay, so let's see where that HDCP would actually be at. Probably system. Let's see here. Enable HDCP. Absolutely turn this crap off. I've never ran into anything that I couldn't do with this turned off on the PlayStation 4. So that's the way it is. Power off link. If you turn off your device connected to your PlayStation 5, your PlayStation 5 will enter rest mode. Enable One Touch Play. If you turn on your PlayStation 5, the connected device will also turn on and switch its input to the PlayStation 5. Well, if I'm downloading a game, I don't need the TV on. So that is off. We do need HDMI on. Okay. Date. There's the date. Yeah, it's pretty late tonight. Remote play, power saving, web browser. Okay. So we can get out here. And I think everything's already transferred over on that. Let me see here. Maybe it's not. Should be. Let's just find out real quick. Well, you know what? Let me go ahead and check that. Nope. I'm in there. Okay. So I think we're ready to actually hook up the Elgato again. So I will be right back. Okay, so now as you see, I've got the Elgato hooked up to it and everything looks normal. You gotta make sure you turn off that HDCP. Now let's go ahead and try some games. First off, we're gonna try Kiss. Okay, this is a PlayStation 1 game, pretty popular game for pinball. So I just want to run through some games here and see if they work. I don't think that you can put any older game discs in here. So this ain't an Xbox, right? So let's see what happens when you put a PlayStation 1 game in. So far, nothing. So far, it's not even showing up. I don't think it even has a pop-up, does it? Oh, it does have a little tiny disc up here, doesn't it? Okay, right there in the middle of the screen at the very top, it's showing a little disc. So it is trying. To what end? If you do have a PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 2 or even a PlayStation 3, I'm going to tell you what, this ain't a bad game. Kiss. Pinball. Okay, so it finally give up. Can't recognize the disc. Make sure it's not damaged or dirty and that it is not inserted upside down. Remember, my console is laying down because I don't need it knocked over. So, let's try again. Okay, so I guess that right there ejects it. Okay, remember the big button is the power, the little button is the eject. Okay, so it's not playing a PlayStation 1 game. Let's try another one, Dragon Ball Z, and this is for the PlayStation 2. Let's see what happens with it. Probably the same thing. But I am willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. This disc is not supported by PlayStation 5. Okay. Figured if any of them's going to work, probably Dragon Ball Z. That's a pretty popular game. Okay. Here's a PlayStation 3 game. Perfect. You really need to play this. If you've never played this game, Catherine, this is an excellent, excellent game. Not really for kids, but it's a great game. This disc isn't supported by a PlayStation 5. Well, it's not looking good for the retro stuff. In my Xbox Series X video, I showed putting a original Xbox disc game in, a 360 game, a Xbox One game. So we got 3 strikes so far. Okay, let's put a PlayStation 4 game in. So I know these play. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare Part 2. We need to get at least one game loaded, right? Well, it's queued for a download, but is it going to download? Still waiting here. Come on, we're queued for a copy. Come on. Is it gonna happen? I'm sorry everybody, but this is why I normally play on the Xbox. You don't have these problems like this. I do like my PlayStations up to a PlayStation 3. I wasn't very happy with my PlayStation 4. And so far this right here looks like it's extremely cheap. That's what this looks like. I got a white Trapper Keeper. This base that goes on here, they could have done much better than this. I guess, hey, if it plays the games, fine, but this is like way overpriced. Now this isn't a very big game, so it should actually be copying a little bit faster. I actually have this same game on the Xbox. As you see from there on my progress, 4%. I didn't play it very much on the PlayStation. Most of my friends, they're actually on the Xbox. I have very few friends that are actually on the PlayStation because, well, I'm sorry, but most of the people that I know actually I stream, they prefer Xbox. Now, I know I'm going to have a bunch of haters out there saying, oh, PlayStation's this. That's fine. I'm giving you my view. This is the way I feel about it. I own every single console from the Atari 2600 up now. And, well, here we are again, right? Now, I do not own at this point any PlayStation 5 games, so I will be working on that, but that's why I'm not sticking a PlayStation 5 game in. Come on, 78%. We're almost there, aren't we? Now, I wanted to give everybody real time on this. I know a lot of people cut through old scenes and this and that, but you're not actually getting a full feel of what you're purchasing if you're going to be purchasing one of these. Me, on the other hand, I think I would want to know ahead of time. Well, I really didn't think that this PlayStation would look this awful, but I heard it was pretty large. But it's cheap. Okay, let's play. Oh, another update. Come on. Seriously, another 15 minutes? Let's see if we can play this without updating it. I don't know, because this is an internet game. If you've never played any of the Plants vs. Zombies series, I can honestly say you are missing out. I prefer part 1 more, but part 2 is good also. We don't need an audio copyright, do we? Okay. So you're actually forced to update. Well, unfortunately, this thing's going to make me update. So, let me go and cut this to when it's updated. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so this PlayStation is taking forever to download this. We got 11 minutes on an update file, and we have 5 minutes on all data. So I will return after this actually finally finishes. Okay, so many minutes later, we're here. Seriously, another update. I think I'm going to fall asleep before we get to play this, right? Okay, we can't play the theme song to Top Gun. That's actually in the game because that music will give me a audio copyright, so that's why I'm having to advance through that. Come on. Anytime. I'm gonna say no on that. Okay, do I want to play as a plant or do I want to play as a zombie? Plant or zombie? A little pumpkin head. Oh, I missed it. Dance. Okay, I won a round. There we go. Got it. Okay. So basically what I wanted to do was I just wanted to show off the PlayStation 5, give you my honest opinion of everything. It plays fine. I will have to admit that this controller is a lot more comfortable than what the PlayStation 4 controller is. I will have to admit that. But I will also admit that it plays good. I don't, like I said, I don't have a PlayStation 5 game to compare, but I'm okay with that. It plays Garden Warfare pretty good. But as for this bulky system that looks like crap, I am not satisfied with that. PlayStation, just as far as I'm concerned, went cheap. They could have done much better. This is actually so large, it looks like an eyesore, you know? So, I know, like I said, I'm going to have a bunch of PlayStation people after me. But I look at it like this. Yeah, you can get the PlayStation Plus, and you can get the Game Pass on, the Xbox. That's fine. You can play old games doing that. But comparing this with the Xbox, you just saw me stick those games in. None of them would play, except for the PlayStation 4 game. On the Xbox, I got an Xbox original game to play. I got a 360 game to play. An Xbox One X game to play. And, I can play a lot of older stuff that I already own. But as for this PlayStation, I can't play the stuff that's older that I already own. Why would you do that? You know they've got the technology to do this, but they're just too cheap. I compare this to when they released the PlayStation 3 originally and expected people to pay $600 for a PlayStation 3 that had an 80 gigabyte hard drive in it. Now, it would play Blu-rays, it would do PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games, but I don't know. They just completely flopped on that. Then the system that they brought in to replace that, they removed the capacity to actually play PlayStation 2 games in it. So, it's kind of crazy. You can play PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 3, but then you get to PlayStation 4, and you can't play anything but PlayStation 4 games. Now you get this, and it's just like you can do PlayStation 4 games, but I honestly believe the only reason why you can do PlayStation 4 games is because nobody could hardly buy these stupid things when they actually started releasing them, because there was no parts for them. So I don't know. I think it's absolutely ridiculous in this day and age why this machine can't do this, especially as much money as people pay for this. So after doing my unboxing video on the Xbox and now doing the unboxing video on the new PlayStation, I'm going to give the PlayStation a thumbs down. Okay. Now, like I said, it will do what it needs, but I don't know. I'm not really satisfied. But that's the way it goes. Am I going to get rid of it? No. It's going to go in my collection, but I can see myself doing more Xbox games than what I can this right here. This will be mainly for PlayStation only games, but anything else I'll be picking up for the Xbox most generally. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. I taught you something. I hope that you can make an honest decision on if you want to buy an Xbox or if you want to buy this PlayStation, or a PlayStation like this anyways. But come back and catch my other videos. Leave comments down in the comment section. I want to actually know what you guys think of the video. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.